Hey folks, BrickSidious here, back with another LEGO video. I'm a little under the weather, so I'll keep this one short, but I made a previous Indiana Jones video since that's kind of adjacent to George Lucas and Star Wars. I also like these sets a lot. These are some of the two rarer, more unusual, old school indie sets that I picked up from a collector recently. They were trying to thin out their storage closet, and the prices were pretty good. So these weren't even fully built yet, so the bricks are were in boxes over the years, really good condition, never played with by a kid. So I feel pretty lucky. We can start over here. So if you remember the Raiders of the Lost Ark, that scene where Indy was fighting the big buff German mechanic with this really weird ship. I think they call it a flying wing. I don't believe it was ever used in the German Luftwaffe. And then there's the fuel truck there that eventually, leaks and blows up the whole plane. So this gray wing part is a single brick element and must be one of the largest Lego bricks besides base plates. And this set even had the unapplied stickers, so I got to put those on, about 15, 20-year-old stickers. They still look great. And in the cockpit, there's a pilot, and Marion's in the gunner position. Yeah, these minifigures are not particularly expensive or anything, but this set is rather rare. Yeah, I think maybe it goes on the open market for like $150 or so. It's got to be a good 15 inches wide also, so I have no idea where I'm going to store this. Usually with these short, long, these squat and horizontally long sets, I put them under my beds in the house. So then you can't really see them. It's just really hard to get enough kind of shelf space for them. And the funny thing is, Lego being a kid's toy, this scene, Raiders of the Lost Ark is a really violent movie in general. I mean, you gotta love the 80s. But this scene in particular, the German mechanic gets chopped up by one of the propellers. So apparently, the Lego leadership at the time had no problem with it. And that was before the Icons era of adult sets. And then moving on to Temple of Doom next. Yeah, it's funny overall, some trivia with the Temple of Doom movie. Spielberg was going through a divorce at the time, so he said that, his mindset was very dark and stuff. So the movie, definitely had that tone. Of course, there was a lot of heartfelt and comedic parts as well, but it was a bit more cynical and grittier than Raiders of the Lost Ark. You have kind of the minecart chase here, and then the temple to Kali. Molaram is a pretty expensive figure. He's in my closet, but yeah, fortunately, this set had a Molaram that was all chewed up by a dog, so I actually ended up buying a loose figure from BrickLink. So if you want a chewed up Molaram, I think I have one. And yeah, with these train tracks, again, yeah, the end-to-end train tracks has got to be 30 inches or so. So I'm not sure where I would store this yet. It's been under a bed, so. And I like, from this era, just using a lot of simple elements. It gets the job done. Not like kind of modern sets. They are more detailed and realistic, but with a bunch of custom 1x1, 1x2 pieces. Where the cool thing is you can build this set in an hour and a half maybe, and if maybe a kid it might take double that, but still they can build and play with it on Christmas Day if they wanted to, which is cool. And it has a bunch of interactive features boulders and stuff fall from this storage cart onto the bad guys, and there's the trap door for the human sacrifice, and all sorts of cool stuff. And one thing I just noticed when actually displaying this for the movie, I think these horns here, or what these decorative horns, are glow in the dark. You can tell they have that funny light green color. So let me turn off all the lights in here and then see how it looks. First, yeah, let me energize the, here's a trick, yeah, for glow in the dark. Energize the pieces with light right up close, and that helps them glow more when you turn off the lights. So hold on one moment here. There's still some ambient light from my garage, but you can tell, yeah, they're glowing, so that's pretty cool. Lego does make glow-in-the-dark skeletons as well, but I think these are just standard skulls. Okay, well, that wraps it up here. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you next time, and may the Force be with you.